Welcome to St. Mary's College in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario for Nossa. Final action between the Cora Colts and the Llewellyn Knights. I'm Tony Bonifero, joined alongside, as usual, Ashton Young and Coach Aaron Richards, with Jay and Shaw Houselander in studio and Chris Carr on a chair. We're happy to be bringing you finals action here. Ashton, and we'll start with you, Ash. What are your thoughts and expectations for today's game?
So I don't know much about Llewellyn, but for me, the key for Cora, I feel like everything's going to have to run through Marquise here. It's time for him to be the best player, right? And he had a big game in the semis, from what I heard, dropped 43 or whatever, so big game from him, per se.
So Coach Richards, if you're Llewellyn's Coach Church here, you know, you're coming in, you beat these guys earlier on in the season, but Marquise wasn't here. What are your expectations going into this game?
Coach Church has been talking all weekend. He came in here to defend his Nossa title. They're the champs until they're not the champs no more. Cora's got a chance to knock them off. This is going to be a good one, Tony.
We're going to apologize in advance to our Llewellyn listeners from Sudbury. We're going to do our best to get these names right. If there are any screw-ups or if I'm mispronouncing names repeatedly, feel free to correct me on the in the chat group, and I'll be told that I've the correct pronunciation. So I apologize in advance. Murdoch now with it on the inbound. Murdoch for Cora. He looks to Marquise, not able to find him, so he kicks it out to Hyam. Hyam over to Spina, back to Hyam, back to Marquise inside, and Marquise, great defense there by Sove down low, and here comes Llewellyn on the counter. Chiquito kicked it out to Church. Church with it now. Yeah, Church looks to penetrate. Nice take by Church, but the rebound by Murdoch. Murdoch kicks it up to MVP Hyam, and he gives up the pass, gives up the open look for the extra pass, and Spina is going to go to the line for two. Coach Richards, I see you're pretty animated after that.
I love the unselfishness, but this is the Nossa final. That's the league MVP. Yeah. Take it to the rim. You got a wide open layup. Finish with your left hand. Get on the board. Tie this game up.
And let's see if Spina can make up for that, as he's 1 for 1 from the line today. Spina misses the second. Nice rebound there by Chiquito. Here's LaPlante. He kicks it out to Chiquito. Chiquito with it at the top. Looks to penetrate. He kicks it out to Church. Church with the three. And that's off. Great rebound there by Corral Lara. Oh no, and there's an injury there to Chiquito. Marco Chiquito.
You hate to see a player go down early in a final, right?
Yeah, especially a starter.
And he rolls his ankle because of the short shoes, like we talked about last game.
Both teams start off man-to-man here, feeling each other out. One thing to note, Tony, you've been talking about this with the Sudbury teams over the last kind of day and a half. 2 attacks from Llewellyn, jump, make a pass, almost turn the basketball over. If you're Cora, I use the terminology get stuck. Right? Yeah. So when a guy drives and he gets himself in trouble, you're not in help anymore. You go and find your man, you get stuck to him, because then you can create those turnovers, get a steal, get out in transition, and score. This is going to be a tough loss for Llewellyn. I doubt that player's coming back for the rest of the game.
Yeah, Marco Chiquito, it's a big loss for this Llewellyn team, and that's so unfortunate. 1 minute and 12 seconds into a Nossa final.
Did he start off on Marquise, or did Suave start off on Marquise?
Sove did? Okay. Sove starting on Marquise.
Well, Llewellyn's got to go to the bench early.
Ankoma comes in for Llewellyn.
They look like they're going to put not a press, but they look like they're going to play full court man, eh?
Corral Lara with it. Corral Lara looks to Hyam. He finds Hyam.
He's got a
Yep.
Marquise looking isolated here.
Kicks it out to Spina.
Yeah, like you could force it inside, but Marquise probably going to be good around that free throw line area. Catch one dribble to the rim. Otherwise, these guards for Cora, they got to attack the basket.
Corral Lara with a great move inside, and he doesn't get the roll. What a rebound there by Sove, and Sove kicks it off to Church.
Nice transition by Llewellyn.
Church puts it up to Ankoma off the bench. And nice block by Marquise. Here comes nice finish there by James Ryan. That was Corral Lara. Yep. My bad. Corral Lara with a nice play.
Great defense by Murdoch.
Legendre gets stripped there, and he throws it. And nice save, but it goes right to Llewellyn's number 22, LaPlante, and that misses.
Push.
Man, that's 2 easy layups that Llewellyn's missed here so far early.
Good job, Ollie.
Nice rebound there by Sauve. Sauve kicks it over to LaPlante. LaPlante tries to make something happen. LaPlante outside to Sauve. Sauve with a nice move inside. Sauve kicks it out to Ankama, and he just misses. Sorry, Ankama.
Tony, we got center on center getting attacked from the three-point line. The bigs are gone, baby. We're playing all guards on the perimeter now.
I love it. Hayim with a nice Euro step and somehow doesn't get the roll.
The officials are letting him play early. I like it. Let him play. This is a final game.
Legendre now looking to press the action. Legendre has it. He kicks it out. Oh, and he just misses Church.
Both coaches can argue for fouls, but it's going both ways. It's
Yeah.
very consistent so far. Very impressed with the officiating.
And if you're Cora here, it looks like Llewellyn's just going to stick to this man here. You might want to get an isolation here for some players, some mismatches.
Here's Hayim with it.
Ball screen, maybe you get a switch, right, and kind of send people down. Yeah, I agree with you, Coach.
There's Murdoch. Murdoch kicks it over to Karel Lara. Karel Lara over to Hayim. Nice movement here by the Cora offense. Nice defense there. Hey, you know what though, guys? I know it's easy for us to sit up here and say get the ball inside to Marquise, but when I talked to Coach Church before the game, he said, listen, we're putting our best defensive player, Shiloh Sauve, on Marquise one-on-one, and he says he believes in Sauve, and Sauve deserves a heck of a lot of credit for how he's playing so far. And Marquise shoots that one from almost half court. Here comes Legendre now. Legendre into the corner to Ankoma. Back to it. Up block there. Marquise on LaPlante. I'd like to remind people he is only 14 years old still. I believe he's only 14. Sauve inside. Sauve out to Church. Will Church drains it. Big three there. Here's Hayim now. Hayim tries to make something happen. Hayim with a great, what a defensive play that was.
That's a tough one to take if you're the Llewellyn defender.
Yeah.
Look, he did it in the finals against White Pines. I commented on it. We've been trying to break this habit since he was in grade 5. Baseline spin to the middle. You always have a secondary defender coming away. The officials, I think, bailed them out there. I think that was good defense by the Knights.
Yeah, that's one of those ones where the back official calls it and he can't see what happens in the front, right? Tough call, but again, Sauve, great team, hasn't faced much adversity at all this season, right? They've pretty much walked through the local loop. So we'll see how they do if they can, if this game stays close into the second half. It'll be interesting to see how they kind of battle back. And what a play by Karel Lara. Yeah, that's an over-the-back foul on Marquise. Absolutely. You can see that one from up here.
They started Alex Varpio in the city final, and it seems like Coach Hayim for the Colts go between Varpio and Oliver Spina, depending on who they play. They went with 4 guards. Really impressed with Spina so far. He's got to the rim a couple times, just created a turnover for his team. Lots of energy.
Well done, Karel Lara. And here it goes, it's into Church. Church swings it to Sauve.
Center bringing the ball up again for the Knights.
Sauve back to Church. Church with a nice spin. Back to LaPlante. LaPlante with the floater. And they're going to call an offensive foul. Karel Lara again. Man, arguably the difference maker in the city finals. And again, he's coming out today. Probably the most improved player in the junior loop this year. I mean, he has come and just dominated the second half of the season. Hayim, nice take inside, and doesn't get the roll. Oh, that'll be a foul.
That's good ball screen action, Ashton. You talked about it earlier, but you don't really want to use the ball screen going to the middle of the floor. You'd like to see Marquise set the ball on the outside, allow Hayim to get to the outside, draw the help defender, let your shooters do their thing on the backside for maybe a wide open 3.
Big pass there. Ankoma with it, tries to get it up to LaPlante, but it's stripped. Marquise has it. Marquise dishes it off to Murdoch.
Tray ball.
Murdoch looks to drive. Nice take by Murdoch. Doesn't get the bounce. Marquise battles. He gets the board. And what a strip by Ankoma. Here comes LaPlante. Great pass. And what a finish by Legendre. Is he back? Oh no, Legendre's played the whole time. Sorry, that was Chiquito that got hurt. Nice finish there by Legendre.
Llewellyn's transition's fantastic, guys.
Yeah.
Most outside of that three, their transition, they've missed 2 or 3 easy layups too. Their transition's been really effective.
There's Spina with it. Spina looks, he kicks it to Hayem. Hayem tries to make something happen. Nice defense. And again, Sauve. What a play down low. Unbelievable defense down low by Sauve. Church fires from way down. Will Church from the big nickel.
I think his dad, Tony, taught him that one.
What a shot by Church.
This looks like it might be 2 heavyweights, eh? Punching at each other all game.
Here comes Marquise. Oh, Marquise with a beautiful move inside.
He had Murdoch as well in the dump pass.
And here comes Legendre for Llewellyn. Nice pass across to Church. Left his feet. Oh, and he couldn't finish. That's 3 layups that they've missed.
Great transition.
Nice pass. Murdoch goes up strong. Nice finish there by Zane Murdoch.
Yeah, Cora give the Knights a little transition or their own, right back at them.
Oh, you'd like to see Ankuma maybe go up there. But I've been impressed that neither of these coaches have even called a timeout, right? They've just let the momentum go both ways here.
Trusting their teams early.
Yeah. Will Church on the inbound. Coach Church is having a conversation with the official. There's Sauve outside.
Watch the corner 3 here.
Kicks it back to Legendre. There's Church again, and that was a little strong. Nice board by Murdoch.
Yep. Push the ball ahead.
Murdoch takes it up, decides to slow things down. We might actually see an offensive set here for the first time in a while. Hayem now. Over to Spina. Spina looks inside. Back to Hayem.
Oh, good face cut.
Yeah.
Drive
Hayem
it.
to Murdoch. Oh, what a play there by Zane Murdoch. Cuts the lead to 1. Legendre now. Legendre with the pull-up 3.
I love it.
Legendre! What a shot that was by Braden.
Killers, man. I love it.
Hayem now with it. Hayem over to Marquise. And Marquise pulls up from way downtown. And you know what? If there's one thing you can say about Marquise, that's one thing that he needs to kind of slow that down, right? He can dominate down low. They don't need those bad shots and those low percentage shots right now.
Yeah, you don't want to get into the game within a game. It's a game and shit. They come down and hit maybe an ill-advised transition 3, and he says, I'm going to come down and match you with a step-back 27-footer. Not the best shot, and I'm not saying he's not capable of making it, because we all know he is.
Yeah.
But early in the game, maybe not the best possession that you want if you're the Colts.
That's right. Here's Church. I mean, we've seen him make those. We know he can hit them. It's just a matter of time, and you want to kind of slow things down, you think, here a little bit. Nice pass into Sauve. Sauve out to Ankoma. Back out to Church. And Church's shot doesn't miss by much. Nice rebound by Hayem. Beautifully done. You're right. Excellent box out. Shot clock's off. Oh, looks like we actually have shot clocks now.
Yeah. Good help.
There's Hayem. And Hayem's going to go to the line for 2 with 12.4 seconds left.
I love that drive by Hayem. Zane's on the opposite block. He's got to get to what we call the tee-up spot, which is the front of the rim. Hayem could drop that pass off. Zane's got a wide open layup. You know what? Marquis shooting the 3 the last possession. I know they've been trying to look for him inside, but you got to kind of maybe punish the Knights a little bit with your size advantage. I'm curious to see what adjustments they're going to make at the quarter.
Well, it's funny you say that, because when I spoke to Coach Church, that's exactly what he said. Coach Church before the game said he was a little bit concerned about the size difference, right? And Corell Lara somehow keeps his feet in bounds. Hayem fires one up. Legendre with the board. And that'll do it after the first quarter of play. The Llewellyn Knights with a 13-10 lead over the Colts. Or sorry, are the Colts up right now?
No, it's
13-9 Llewellyn.
13-10.
Yeah.
I thought so, but then they're usually that's
backwards.
the best.
It's backwards. Yeah.
They're messing with me here today. Ashton, you want to pay some bills, and then we'll get into some analysis here.
Sorry, 1 second. Just fixing the microphone here. We just take the time to thank Thompson Hardwood Flooring and Refinishing, custom installer, restarter, sander, finisher. And MaximusRose.com. No broker is the same. They've earned their stripes by doing things differently, specializing in benefits and pension plans. Visit MaximusRose.com today for more information. And I don't know, between you guys here, like, it seems like, does the intensity feel like it's more in junior this year than it has been in senior?
Well,
I don't know if it's because it's more competitive, but the intensity for every junior game we've done this year seems like it's been crazy.
I think we'll probably see it in that Llewellyn St. Mary's game in the finals. It's kind of two heavyweights going at each other with the junior loop here. You know, that's what you want. Everybody's engaged. The crowd here has really showed out. Cora has a really great following, and it's tough to play on the road, but the Knights came out. These guys are great in transition. They clearly can shoot the 3 ball. They want to push it. Ashton, I predicted the White Pines final, and I thought it was going to be a close one. I think whoever decides to win the last 3 minutes of the fourth quarter is going to win this game because it's going to be that close.
I'm right there with you.
Again, I talked to Coach Church, and Coach Church said that the difference in this game is going to be if his team can hit the 3. He said that they've lived and died off the 3 all season long. He said that they're a really good 3-point shooting team, but he said, openly admitted, he said sometimes they don't go down. And he said if the 3s aren't going to go down for us, it could be a long day.
They've scored, 2, 3 transition threes and then transition layups. They haven't got anything out of their quarter-court offense.
Here's Hyam. Hyam looks to get Marquise the ball down low potentially, but it gets up to Murdoch instead. Murdoch has Legendre all over him, and there's a steal there by LaPlante. LaPlante with a great take with the left, but unable to finish. That's 4 missed layups now for Llewellyn. Corral Lara in the corner. Marquise with the 3. Marquise Strawbridge drains the 3 to tie the game, and here comes LaPlante. LaPlante pulls up, and LaPlante with the answer. Unbelievable.
This is my type of game, fellas.
Hyam now takes it. Hyam looks to make something happen. Hyam to Corral Lara. Nice little stutter step. Or sorry, that was to Spina. Now there's Corral Lara. Great defense inside there by Ankoma. Murdoch tries to go inside. Nowhere to go.
7, 5.
Corral Lara. That's off. Nice rebound there by Legendre, and here comes Llewellyn. Ankoma with it. Back to Legendre. Legendre's shot is short.
Gets his own rebound.
No, Murdoch with a great rebound, and here comes Corral Lara.
Start up Spina on the backside.
Oh, that's going to be an offensive foul. Corral Lara going back down the floor. I know you guys don't like that. I can hear you.
I thought he was out of position.
Yeah, I mean, I get the offensive player put his shoulder down, but that defender was not set. So you got to give the offensive player the benefit of the doubt. I thought it was blocked.
I think you got to give the defensive player the benefit of the doubt. It's like one of those things, man. As soon as you lower your shoulder, you know that's what the officials are going to see, right?
Have you guys noticed, like when they come down on offense here, they're overloading to one side. It looks like they're trying to isolate, and then High on that last one dribbled all the way back into the traffic. When it looks like he had a ton of space to himself that he didn't.
Oh, nice move inside. Unable to connect. Nice rebound there by Strawbridge.
Love to see a trail ball screen here now.
See right here, look at all the space he has.
Hyam looks.
Can't pick your dribble up.
No, he's just picked up his dribble.
Spina now. Spina with LaPlante all over him. Spina tries to get inside. Murdoch kicks it out. 10 on the shot clock.
Late in the clock again.
Oh, nice spin move by Marquise.
Oh, yeah.
Nice defensive play, but again, he went for the swat, and Marquise is going to go to the line for 2.
The last 2 or 3 possessions, Cora's been able to drive, but the Knights have stopped them on every drive, and it's like Cora's not driving and kicking. They're driving using their footwork, and they're just not able to create as many opportunities. Great backdoor cut by Marquise, gets fouled, goes to the free throw line.
Do you think spacing some of that issue? They're overloading to the one side hard, right?
Yeah. So the trail ball screen, even if you reject it, you can go baseline, right? Draw a defender, maybe create an advantage. Let's see if Cora makes that adjustment.
Marquise 1 for 2 from the line as Cora comes out with the press. Legendre.
What do you got, Varpio guarding the point guard here?
Legendre with a take inside. Great play there by Braden Legendre.
Clock's not working. Clock shut off.
Clock's off. Again, we've had clock issues this whole game.
They're going to play through, though.
I don't think the refs realized.
Once there's a stoppage.
No, I don't think the refs
The
know.
clock working on the shot clock. Oh, now there's a time. The time has been on the shot clock, so
Yeah.
that's right. So we don't know.
They just reset it after that
Yeah,
shot.
there's been a few issues with the clock this year here, so
And it looks like there's going to be an officials timeout here. So during this officials timeout, we're going to take a chance to thank Huron Superior Catholic District School Board, Algoma District School Board, KISS 100.5, Country 104.3, freeze frame photos by Bob Davies, GFL Memorial Gardens, Domino's Sault Ste. Marie, Team Essentials, and the Children's Aid Society of Algoma.
yeah, you know what? For those people that are just watching Marquise for the first time, you know, I've actually known Marquise since they moved back to the Soo. He was only about 7 or 8 years old when he moved back to the city, and you know, I've known him for a long time. He's an outstanding young man, comes from a great family, and you know, nice to see him out here playing. And Aaron, one thing I wanted to ask you. You know, you're a well-experienced coach in this city. You know basketball. Do you think Marquise could have played senior this year as a grade 9?
Yeah.
I understand. You know, he wanted to stay down to play with his friends, which I appreciate. The question, like, could he have?
Is he capable?
Does he have the ability
Absolutely,
to play?
absolutely.
And what makes you say that?
He's long, he's athletic, he can stretch the floor with his shot. At the next level, you got to be able to shoot the three, right? And the next level, meaning senior. He has the ability to handle the basketball. He's pretty well-rounded, so you throw him in the loop. You know, maybe he's not the league MVP, but you know, he's able to get you. You know, there's going to be a game in the senior loop where he gets 30.
Yeah.
He's capable of doing that, right? So he has the skills. Like you said, he just want to play with his friends for a year, and you know, it seems like that Cora Colts team is having a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, yeah. And this core team is.
By a good man and Coach Hugh Hyam as well.
Spina now with a nice jump shot. What a block there by Legendre. Man, that's got to be a travel.
That's a tough travel.
I'll tell you boys one thing though. For first time I've seen Llewellyn, and this Braden Legendre, I absolutely love his game, man. He plays defense hard. He's good offensively. Really enjoy watching him so far. Sauve with it on the inbound as Cora again comes out with the press. Nice inbound there to Church. Church comes in, he kicks it to the corner. Ankuma, he gets stripped there by Marquise. Marquise over to Hyam. Nathan Hyam.
They call those cookies, Tony.
The space he has right here.
So
Hyam with a nice spin to the inside, gets it over to Murdoch. Murdoch out to Spina.
oh, you got to dive, Varpio.
Or sorry, that was Varpio, my bad. And here comes Church now on the turnover. Church looks to make something happen. He's got Hyam on him. Ankuma kicks it over to Legendre. Back up top. And from way downtown, Will Church!
That is third three? That is third three?
We are seeing threes from everywhere here today in a junior game. Hyam. Nice. Oh, that is absolutely beautiful footwork. Unable to finish. And Kumau now. He dishes it off to Church. Church has it. Church to Legendre. Legendre back out into the corner to LaPlante. LaPlante with a nice take for 2 more.
If you're Coach Heim here, you might look for a timeout here. Send the guys
Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more.
They got great spacing, but when Hyam drives, I find like the perimeter players aren't moving as much. Marquise kind of needs to demand the ball here, right? You see him kind of shy away from the contact. I think he'd be more aggressive.
Spina!
And as we say that, players make plays, right?
Spina nails another 3. Ankuma can't corral that pass, but he keeps it in. LaPlante with the 3. And that gets a Llewellyn bounce. Nice pass inside to Legendre with the left. Man, I just keep thinking about all the missed layups Llewellyn has had here in this game so far. It's, you know, that's what's keeping them in the game.
Oliver Spina is a descendant of the Richards genes. I just like to throw that out there, Bono.
That's where he gets his shot from, right? So with 3:26 to play in the second quarter, the Llewellyn Knights with a 23-17 lead over the Cora Colts. Go ahead, Ash.
And this time what is brought to you by Expedia Cruises. Let them be your one-stop shop to plan, book, and safeguard All your travel needs you can book online or phone or in person at our Sioux Sabre Expedia Cruises location. The choice is yours.
Yeah, and again, we'd just like to thank all of our sponsors. Bringing high school sports to the north is a big deal for us, and we are unable to do that without the support of our sponsors. So if you're willing to, or you're looking to sponsor, please contact Jay Houselander at SiouxSports.com, and there's a variety of packages that Jay can present to you. So we'd like to thank everyone again for their continued support here.
Hey, just a question. If Church comes out and hits another three, do you think about maybe putting a little bit taller defender on him?
Well, they have Hyam on him.
Shot?
They have Hyam on him. I mean,
they're about the same height. I mean, you put some maybe.
Hyam's a bigger kid, I think.
Or someone a little bit more physical, maybe. But I don't.
Man, I've seen a lot of grade 9 shooters in my day, and I mean, I'm basing this on a quarter and a half. But man, Will Church can shoot, Aaron.
Yeah, and you know what? if they change defenders and put Church on him, I bet you LaPlante comes down and he's knocking shots down too, right? They do it by committee.
Corel Lara looking to set things up offensively. Over to Murdoch. Murdoch with a nice spin inside, and Zane Murdoch with a beautiful take. Legendre now. Legendre back to LaPlante, back to Legendre. Legendre to Church. Church with a step back. Oh my goodness! Who is this kid?
Look, I just looked over at the Cora Cole bench and Coach Hugh Hyam gave the nasty face, hey, you're going to make those shots, I'm going to give you a high tap too. Good shot.
Marquis Strawbridge now with Sauvé all over him. Kicks it to the corner to Varpio. And there's another turnover by the Colts.
Tipping point.
A little bit unforced there, sorry. That was a little bit of unforced.
Tipping point here for Cora. Hyam's off the court, their leader, right? How can we get into our offensive set? How can we get the shot that we want? How can we continue to play together? That's the conversation the Colts need to have.
Going to be inbounded here by Sauvé.
Number 10, right? Colton Green in for the Colts. I don't think Hugh Hyam went this deep in the city finals.
Church.
Finally misses one.
Yeah, he's human. Murdoch now.
Good, you run through Zane. Trail ball screen.
Zane Murdoch has it. Oh, nice back cut there by Green, but great defensive play by Church. And Murdoch again with the spin move, and he drains it. Zane Murdoch, folks.
Guys, watching these spin moves, I'm getting dizzy out here.
And here comes Cora with the trap. Legendre. That shot's off. Nice board by Marquise.
Zane Murdoch might be the MVP of the first half of Cora if they stay within this distance.
It's like Cora is struggling to match up after that initial press, right? It seems like Llewellyn keeps getting backside threes.
Yeah.
It seems like, Llewellyn's playing 2-on-1, right?
Yeah,
I think Cora's got to get settled and know what they're doing on the backside after the initial pressure.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of open looks too, Llewellyn? So with 1:43 to play, it looks like there's going to be a timeout here with Llewellyn up 26-21. That being said, guys, this game almost feels like Llewellyn's up by 10 or 15. When you look at the scoreboard to see it's only a 5-point lead, I mean, you have to be, you've got to be not overly disappointed if you're Coach Hyam at this point.
It's been a couple big shots from Corral Laura, and Zane Murdoch here has gotten the last couple baskets. He's kind of taking control of it here.
Being able to get Corral Laura and Hyam rest early in this game, I think might pay dividends later. So Coach Yu, obviously, I get they're down, but he's believing in his bench right now. This is a huge 2 or 3 minutes for the Colts.
This crowd is really into this game. They are feeling it.
I mean, realistically, as a basketball fan, I don't care what team you're cheering for. You can't help but want to cheer these two teams right now the way they're playing.
We just want to see good basketball,
and that's
right?
What we're seeing
Absolutely.
Here today. Yeah.
We love it. And especially with the 3-ball transition, this is my kind of game, fellas.
And like I said last week with the city finals, if the senior finals are being half because of the junior finals, we're for a heck of a day of basketball.
The only thing that would make the first half better is if we get a Marquise dunk at some point, because I know he loves looking for those.
There's LaPlante.
His shot's off. Murdoch with a board. Kicks it to Hyam now.
Go to the rim, Nathan.
Murdoch with the 3. Yeah, go ahead. Ash.
This might be the most unsure I've seen Hyam play all year.
Well, I was just about to say that. I feel like he's really tentative. Do you feel like he's playing tentative right now, Coach Richards?
Yeah, like he's been able to get to the rim a couple times, but he's trying that spin move, right? And maybe he wasn't successful, so another step back.
Oh my goodness! Well, Church is just on fire right now. Hyam with the ball. There it is. Nice take by Hyam. That's what we're talking about. Just got to get that finish. Ankuma with a great rebound. Back to Church. Why not just shoot from there, young man?
This is the 2-for-1 opportunity. They missed it. He could have came down and popped it.
Calling a double dribble.
Yeah, the ball got caught on his hip, I think, and Coach Don Duke seen it. If you're Church, like even Coach Church, right? You're telling your guys, man, you come down, Will, stop at the green line and pop that one. That's the 2-for-1, right?
Yeah.
Like you got all the momentum on your side, bury that one.
And to your point, it's not like that's a bad shot for that
No,
kid. Like
I mean, no. He's going to catch it in rhythm, right? A couple dribbles over half court. He's going to land on 2 feet, knock that, well, in rhythm at least.
Reminds me of a young Tony Bonifero. I wish.
On the 2-foot tyke nets?
Yeah. Even Chris Carr's laughing at me here. So with 31.9 seconds to play, Llewellyn with an 8-point lead, up 29-21.
Yeah, Cora's coming in. This is a big 30 seconds. If they could get a 3 or an and 1, potentially turn this in from a 8-point game to maybe a 5. Maybe you generate another turnover, get an easy layup. Maybe you go into the half down 2. Curious to see what Coach Hughes drawing up right now. I think Llewellyn called this timeout, right?
I wasn't sure who called it. I didn't see, but yeah.
Okay. I might even look to go maybe a 1-4 low set and just kind of, or just go side ball screen with Hyam and Strawbridge, but maybe get Marquise going to the outside.
There's been very little help defense from Llewellyn.
Yeah, number 8, right? Akonma for the Knights has been like their help man almost every possession, and he's just denied layups for the Colts.
Interesting that Llewellyn's just coming out in a half court. Looks like they're playing half court man or 2-3 zone here. It's tough to tell right now.
Send somebody through.
Yeah, it's a half court man. Hyam now with it. Hyam back to Marquise. Marquise with Sauve all over him. I've been so impressed by the defensive play by him. Nice pass over to Murdoch.
Backside 3.
Back to Hyam. One more swing. And Varpio shots just off. Ankuma with the board. But Murdoch rips it away, and we're going to have a foul with 2.8 seconds to go.
I can appreciate the unselfishness. It's the first play of the game. Nathan Hyam passes up a wide open layup to find his teammates. Marquise had arguably a baseline dunk or at least a layup go through contact.
But that was some help defense there.
There's been 3 or 4.
You're right, though. You got to be able to fight through that. Here's Murdoch on the inbound.
Do you have something drawn up here for the last 2.8 or what?
Marquise is going to go right to the block, put his hand up.
Out of bounds. And that'll do it for first half action.
If you're Murdoch there, and I'm not saying that Green can't do that, but Green's not your option in the corner with 4 seconds left on the clock. You're thinking, how can I find Hyam the ball? How can I find Strawbridge the ball? Just a mental breakdown.
I'm Tony Bonifero, again, joined alongside Ashton Young, Coach Richards, Jay and Shaw Houselander in studio, Chris Carr on a chair, and we'll be back in 10 minutes' time with second half action here from St. Mary's College in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. Welcome back to St. Mary's College here in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario for the Nossa Junior Finals between the Cora Colts and the Llewellyn Knights. The Knights with a 29-21 lead here over the Colts. And we're going to bring in Coach Richards and Ashton Young here at the next stoppage of play to ask them what they think both these teams need to do to be successful in this second half. And here comes Llewellyn with it now, and the ball goes out of bounds.
That's off white knee. Yep, that's a good call.
So Coach Richards, if you're Cora Colts, you're down by 8 going into the second half. You haven't been in this position much this season. What are you doing to kind of win this game?
Just got to make a couple offensive adjustments where, depending on where you're getting the ball to Strawbridge, maybe isolate your guards a little bit more. You want to try to keep getting to the rim, right? Don't go away from what got you here all year.
Lara kicks it out to Murdoch. Murdoch has the ball up top. They finally find Marquise inside. What a block by Sauve from behind. And here comes Will Church. Church to Ankoma. Ankoma goes up with the left. A little strong. Varpio with the board.
Coach starting Alex Varpio the second half versus Oliver Spina. He's thinking maybe a little bit more size on the glass, creates some more opportunities for rebounds.
Murdoch out to Hyam. Hyam look to shoot. Nice take inside by Hyam. And that's what we needed to see from him, right? That's what we didn't see in the first half. And if Cora wants to get back in this game, we need more of that from Hyam. Coach Ashton, what do you think? If you're Llewellyn here, what are you telling your guys at halftime to kind of keep this lead going?
If I'm Llewellyn, I just count my kids keep doing the same thing they're doing. They've missed a couple shots.
Let it fly, baby.
Just let it fly. If you're going to let it fly and make it from that percent, you're just letting it fly all game.
So one thing, Coach Richards, that we kind of talked about at halftime was obviously Marquise, one of the strongest junior players that we've seen up in this division. He's kind of quiet in the first half. How would you get him going a little bit in the second half if you were Coach Hyam?
If you're struggling to get him the basketball on the block, obviously they just got him the ball on the block, so it's not going to be a problem, right? But maybe you get him some touches around the perimeter, isolate him, maybe let him go one-on-one. Because it seems like the ball screen action, you don't really want to have a guard like LaPlante or Church on him, right?
And speaking of LaPlante,
yeah.
Heck of a take by Hunter LaPlante.
Yeah.
Here's Strawbridge now.
That was great offense by the Knights.
Marquise goes up strong, and Marquise gets the roll. See, that's to your point, right? Let him cook. He needs to.
Sometimes you just need to get a good driving kick.
Oh, that looked good from up here, just off. Lara with a great box out. He grabs the rebound.
Bono, to your point with Marquise, sometimes you just need to see the ball go in once or twice, and that gets you going. Let's see what happens here.
Ankoma with a great steal, and he goes up strong, and he's going to go to the line for 2. Interesting. He was behind the net when he went up there.
I was going to say, Ankoma drove so far, I thought he was driving to score on the other court.
But you know what? Let's give Joel Ankoma some credit here, right? He's kind of put in a tough spot. I mean, Chiquito went out early with a bad ankle injury, it looked like. He is on the bench, which is nice to see. But, maybe a kid who not used to playing all these minutes, and he's come out here and contributed and held his own.
Quarter court defensively, I felt like he was always the help man, stopping Cora from getting wide open layups. He came in, he's playing big minutes in this Nossa final.
That was the first free throw attempts for them here today. 0 for 2 from the line.
Trail ball screen with Marquise. Here you go.
Hyam uses Marquise, but Marquise didn't roll after that. He just stood there.
Rolls in. There's the ducking.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Murdoch now. Murdoch finds Hyam.
Don't force it. Nathan's got to get to the rim now.
Everything's up high though with Cora, right? Oh my goodness, that was a foul on Church. I think Church just got his arm caught in between there. That was unfortunate. But what do you guys think about that? It seems like their whole offense is up top, right?
It's even in the guard-to-guard action. They went ball screen. It was pick and pop, pick and pop. Zane Murdoch could have easily slipped that to the rim. Nathan hits him. There's no defense. They get a layup, right? So you got to kind of read what the defense is doing. Just because you're a guard doesn't mean you can't roll or slip to the basket. It's open. Another missed free throw here by the Colts. Let's see if
Murdoch hits this, they're shooting 50% from the line.
I'm curious if Cora comes out and presses him.
Almost on cue.
It's a 1-2-1-1.
Here's Church over to Ankoma. Nice pass outside there to Legendre. Legendre tries to take it. It's no good. That's going to be off Marquise, and that's going to be Llewellyn basketball.
The Colts have turned over Llewellyn with the 1-2-1-1, maybe 1 or 3s, right? Always with the man advantage. They just weren't able to capitalize that last possession.
Church, a little surprised he hasn't taken a 3 yet in this half. Sauve, got popped in the face there, and he kicks it out. Legendre's 3's just off. Nice board by Sauve, back to Church. Church kicks it up to Legendre. Oh, there's Church, sorry, and Church's 3's a little short. Here's Murdoch.
Great crossover.
Murdoch, there's a turnover right to Will Church. They call it a travel on that? Okay, but again, I don't think that is though, is it?
It was the dribble, step, and then Euro 2, 3. Can't take 3 steps.
Down here on offense, it looks like they predicted that spin move a little bit. Sort of.
That's all Murdoch's doing is spinning, right? That's his go-to right now.
Yeah, you got to give him maybe some footwork, outside, inside footwork, stop, maybe get it past your teammates.
This pick and roll right there between those two.
Yeah, you don't want it in the middle of the floor, though, right? That's where the defense is. You want it on the block.
And it's isolated. It should be there all day for them.
I agree with you, Ashton.
4:34 to play here in the third quarter. It will be Llewellyn basketball.
If they get that Hyam and Marquise pick and roll working, it's
LaPlante here with it. LaPlante crosses center court. LaPlante looks to make something happen. Over to Nkoma. Oh, what a move there by Legendre. Somehow doesn't get it to fall. And Marquise with the foul. And Braden Legendre is going to go to the line for 2.
I don't know if Marquise hit him, but he might have got caught just being a little flat-footed there.
Yeah, the referee just said that you got to push him on the body with his offhand on the bottom.
Fair enough then.
Ash, you want to thank a couple sponsors during these free throws?
Yeah, we'll take the time to thank the sponsors of Thompson, Hardwood Flooring and Refinishing, Custom Install, Resource Center Finisher, and MaximusRose.com. If you hope it's the same, we bring them price by doing things differently, specializing in benefits and pension plans. Visit MaximusRose.com today for more information. Also, if you're interested in having your business advertised here on Sports TV, email sportstv@gmail.com.
Legendre 1 for 2 from the line. Hyam now. Hyam 1-on-1 with Church.
Get this pin.
Hyam uses the screen. Nice kick to Carell Lara. And Fernando Carell Lara drains the 3 to cut the lead to 4.
On cue, Colts nail the bucket. Fernando Carrera steps up.
Legendre with a beautiful feed to Sauve. And Sauve makes no mistake on a tough baseline J.
Here we go, boys. Buckle up.
Hyam.
This pick and roll, look at this. It's just 2-on-2 right here.
Oh, I don't know what happened there. 3-on-2 now. LaPlante just throws it up.
So tall.
Carell Lara in there amongst 3 Llewellyn players. And it'll be a jump ball. Marquise coming out of the game for the first time. Interesting decision here, but maybe it's good just to calm them down a little bit. Go ahead.
They've been really looking to force the ball into him. Maybe Coach Hughes says, you know what, we got to do it. We got here by committee. Let's see if we can get the ball moving side to side. Maybe some other guys will step up for the Colts.
I actually love the move. I love it right now. You got to do something different here. And you know what? That's what we're talking about. Hyam needs to do more of that, right? Don't look so much at getting the ball inside to Marquise. He needs to drive. And Sauve with another nice take inside. Murdoch, heck of a rebound. Over to Hyam. This is where you would expect Nathan Hyam to, show that MVP type player that he is and maybe take some control here as he gets to Varpio. Varpio inside to Spina.
Oh, don't rush it.
Spina rushed. Yeah, he did a little bit. Legendre with the nice rebound. Legendre looking to force the action. Beautiful hands there by Nathan Hyam. He poked that away. And I actually thought that went off of Legendre, but it looks like it's going to be Llewellyn basketball.
We got a jam finger here by Spina.
I find it interesting. They have Will Church inbounding on these, right? This is where you get those open looks.
So what happens is they're going to pop out to the corner. They're going to get the ball to the top. Church is going to get a wide open 3 in the corner, of course, doesn't make the adjustment.
Hyam's got to stay on him right here.
Legendre has it. Legendre kicks it out to LaPlante.
Oh, nice
LaPlante,
drive.
what a take by LaPlante, but nice defense and nice rebound by Colton Green.
This
Kicks it off to
backcourt for
Hyam.
Llewellyn is going to be good for the next couple of years.
Hyam. Into the corner to Varpio.
Posting
Varpio to Hyam.
Square up, young man.
Hyam tries to go inside. What are they calling?
I think they're calling the reach.
Tony, I like them getting Hyam the ball kind of on that third lane marker, but Nathan, if you're Hyam, you're not going to back him down. Turn, square up, make a move, one dribble, try and get to the rim.
Nathan Hyam on the inbound here as Cora comes out in the 4-cross. There's a screen there to Murdoch. Murdoch gets the ball up top. Murdoch. Back to Colton Green. What a take by Green. Oh, you'd like to see him go up with that. As that caught Nathan Hyam almost in the face. LaPlante now has it. LaPlante out to Church. And Church, he's 0 for 2 now in this second half.
Both have been from way, way out.
When they do the dribble handoff action, the Colts got to make adjustment and switch everything guard to guard action. He's got to stop being able to shoot the ball. He's wide open.
Corell Lara with a nice rebound. Hyam has it again. Hyam looks. Hyam calls for the screen. Varpio gets the ball. Varpio. The pass was a little bit high there, and it's going to be Llewellyn basketball with 1:50 to play. Up by 6.
If Church keeps defending,
This is huge. Here comes Chiquito back into the game here for
He looks to be moving
Llewellyn.
real well here. They're going to test his ankle.
They taped it up pretty good. So interesting. Church comes out of the game. Here's Chiquito with it. Chiquito into the corner to Sauve. Sauve looks out to LaPlante. LaPlante has it. Oh, nice defense by Varpio, but it's back to Encoma. Back to LaPlante. LaPlante nails the 3. Hunter LaPlante.
gotta stop going under the screen.
They got to stop going underneath the screens.
Gotta fight over that screen.
Yeah.
If you're gonna defend that.
Both these guards, everything is over the top.
Murdoch looking at, what help defense, to your point earlier, the help defense of Encoma. Talk about that quickly, Coach.
It's been there all game. If you make an adjustment, whoever the offensive player is that Encoma is guarding, sit on that block. Find the open space around the rim, because he's helping early and he's helping often. Find the open spot, make yourself available for your teammates.
Murdoch over to Corell Lara. Corell Lara to Hyam. Hyam up top. Over to Colton Green. Green inside to Varpio. Back to Green. Green looks. And again. And the lead is double digits, folks. No timeout here by Coach Hyam.
Look at the early help.
How much longer can you keep Marquise on the bench here?
My guess is 37 seconds.
Murdoch with a take inside, and again the help defense.
Takeaway.
My goodness. LaPlante looking for the 2-for-1, maybe. Legendre back to Sauve. Back outside now. Legendre. That was Chiquito. And Encoma almost with the N1.
After all the contact you've let go in this game, you're going to call that one? That one's a tough one.
With 12.6 seconds to go here, Llewellyn with an opportunity to really extend this lead.
If you're Coach Hyam here, coming out of this into the floor, your best players are going to have to beat your best players.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I feel like
it's time for them to
But
take over.
I also feel like Coach Hyam needs to make a couple adjustments here, right? He has, we want to see those adjustments made in order to try and give your guys a better opportunity to succeed here,
I just believe he has 4 capable scorers. Like he can go Murdoch, Hyam, Marquise, and Corral Lara.
So the last possession down the floor, Okonma, he didn't even guard his man. So you might have to go 4 guys, 4 shooters around 1 big. Find the wall to get inside, and then whoever the offensive player is that Okonma is guarding, maybe you get an open 3 because he's just not respecting his offensive player right now.
Hyam here with the opportunity. Hyam with 4 seconds. Over to Colton Green. Green inside to Varpio.
That's the first time they found that, by the way.
And Varpio's off the mark there. After 3 quarters of play here from St. Mary's Gymnasium, the Llewellyn Knights with a 40-28 lead over the Cora Colts. at this point.
I haven't seen these guys play all year. Their backcourt has been better than Cora's backcourt right now. Not to say that that's the difference in the game, but Cora's front court and their size, kudos to the Knights. They've kind of just neutralized Cora's bigs. They haven't really got anything inside. And Cora hasn't had a bunch of second chance opportunities either, right? Their best offense has been in transition. Quarter court, they struggled. Maybe the adjustment is to speed Llewellyn up in the quarter court, try to create some transition opportunities and find yourself back in this game. The first 2 or 3 minutes of this quarter is going to dictate how this game's going to end.
Go ahead, Ash.
And well, just for this,
Whatever you want to say, yeah.
also for the quarter, in the quarter court, and we were stressing, it might be as simple as a pick and roll in the isolation side between Marquise and Chaim, because if you got Church guarding on Chaim and you get Marquise sealing them off, it's going to be 6-5 against 5-6.
And if you get the roll, you could put Zane or Spina on the backside, right? Murdoch or Spina on the backside, and then Strawbridge can make that pass on the backside. You create a 2-on-1. Maybe you get an open 3. I'm not saying you got to go for home run plays, but you gotta, if you're Cora, you gotta generate a couple stops here early. And if you're Llewellyn, I mean, you're playing with fire. We might see a couple long, deep threes here by that backcourt to try and end this thing early.
Yeah, and you know what? We've talked about it already this game, so I don't want to sound like a broken record too much, but they might not show a lot on the offensive score sheet if you were to look at it. But the play of Shiloh Sauvé and Joel Ankuma, that cannot be understated, the importance and the difference that they've made in this game defensively.
No, just as a local comparison, the city finals, right? Fernando Corral, Laurel, he was the difference maker. 50-50 balls, but he took a couple charges, and it seems like those two players for the Knights have kind of been their glue guys or whatever, and led to momentum, maybe a couple runs, maybe a couple stops as well. Curious if they can keep it going. This is going to be a good fourth quarter.
Legendre on the inbound. He gets it into LaPlante. LaPlante has it. LaPlante has all sorts of room. Over to Church. Church to Sauvé. Sauvé with a great take and a nice feed to Legendre. And that's 2 more. Why can't Cora do that on offense?
Same spot. Same spot.
Yeah. Chaim now with it. Chaim with a take. That's a beautiful play by Nathan Chaim.
We've been saying it all game. That's the play that's been open all game. And
You don't want to trade basket for basket. They got to string together some stops.
Legendre with a long 2. I don't know if you like that shot at this point, but it was wide open.
Yeah, the clock's your friend if you're the Knights, right? But again, Cora finds himself with too many people in the front court, and Llewellyn finds himself with a wide open 3.
Oh, what a move by Chaim! Oh, what a block by Chiquito with the ankle looking good. What a first step by Chaim, though. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Man. Will Church is a heck of a defender, and Chaim went right around him. What a step and what a first step that was. Here's Murdoch on the inbound, down by 12.
Strawbridge going to walk right down the middle of the lane here. There he is.
Into Chaim. Chaim looks. Oh, and Murdoch just, I don't know how that wasn't a travel. Corral Lara, what a fish! What a play by the Colts! Caught a little bit of a break there. LaPlante now has it. LaPlante up top to Sauvé, back to Church, back to LaPlante. Oh, what a move! Oh, and Marquise with the block.
Transition.
Beautiful up and down offense there, though, by Llewellyn.
There he is.
He's demanding it there.
I like it, though. You want him to want the ball. Corral Lara again! Chiquito! Unbelievable! Off the bench with one ankle. And LaPlante! Oh, what a play!
Great finish.
Man, we're seeing some basketball here today, boys. This is unreal. Chaim.
He's not screening anybody.
With that spin move, Nathan Chaim. That's what we talked about, right? That's that aggressiveness we need to see from him.
Oh, coach, easy. Motions are starting to run higher. You got to make sure you control everybody.
What happened? What did they want?
There was a push in the backcourt. It was off the play. The officials let it go.
Nathan Chaim, he gets blocked, but he gets his own rebound. Chaim. Oh, that looked like a jump ball call. Hey, I'll tell you what though. Nathan Hyam looks like a totally different player in this fourth quarter so far.
Yeah.
He has come out. Oh, he's got to be careful. If the refs would have saw that, that would have been a technical.
And a timeout here, I believe, for Cora.
No, I don't think Cora called it. I think Llewellyn probably called it to slow things down. Go ahead, Ash.
This timeout's been brought to you by Expedia Cruises, your one-stop shop to plan, book, and safeguard all of your travel needs. You can book online, by phone, or in person at the Sault Ste. Marie Expedia Cruise location. The choice is yours.
Yeah, I love this energy that Cora is showing, though. My goodness. I mean, Nathan Hyam, after that great play, gets back on D, starts slapping the floor, really into it.
You're not out of this. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead, no, you're good.
You're not out of this game here, but you can't come away with too many more empty possessions here.
They were down 12, right? It's 6-4 for the Colts in the fourth quarter right now.
Yes, they're down 10.
No, they were down 12, sorry. They're down 10 now. But Hyam, he's going to the rim now. We haven't seen a spin move yet.
He did run on the last one.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I thought it was a Euro step.
It
was
the
a
one
Euro step.
before. The one before when he missed, he did the spin.
Hey, of interest, that's the fourth on Will Church.
4 fouls?
The fourth foul on Will Church. That might become YouTube.
Wow, that might be a huge issue.
That's probably
Is
why
that
He's off the court right now.
Is that St. Mary's legend Claire Campbell sitting in the stands there drinking the water?
Yeah, it might be.
Legendary coach and official Claire Campbell.
That was my coach.
When he used to ref games, whenever I was on the bench, he tossed me Werther's Originals every so often. Yeah, you're right though. Having Church out of the game is a massive, massive deal here for Llewellyn. Here's Murdoch now. Murdoch inside to Marquise. Marquise, great defense again by Sauvé, straight up and down. Now Sauvé on the transition, out to LaPlante. LaPlante looks to make something happen.
Mouse.
Oh, nice defense. What a play, though. He goes up strong. No foul call. Nice defense there by the Colts. Hyam now with it.
Strawbridge here got switched on LaPlante. He rolled his ankle trying to box him out.
Oh, what a take by Carell Lara. What happened there, Coach? I missed it.
They had the mouse in the house with Suave. They tried to throw the ball in. Marquise tried to tip the pass, and he just got caught up with LaPlante's feet, and I think Strawbridge might have rolled his ankle here. He was getting back on offense, so he was limping.
Carell Lara at the line for 2.
So what is that? How about if they miss? What are they, like 6 for 12?
So if Carell Lara hits this, they're 50% from the line today.
Yeah.
So is that 7 to 14?
Every single person that's gone to the line has gone 1 for 2. Except for now.
The announcer jinx.
Yeah. Legendre with a nice feed inside to Sauvé with the left. But Marquise was just in there enough to cause a missed shot there. And Fernando Carell kicks it out to Murdoch. Zane Murdoch with a deep 3. That's not something you see every day from him. LaPlante now with it. Carell Lara knocks it away.
I know LaPlante, they're having some gamemanship here. But I thought that was tremendous defense by Lara.
Yeah.
He beat him to the spot. His hands were off the whole time. Clean poke. Great job. These kids want it, right? They just need to string together a couple stops. And I know we sound like we're being homers here, but kudos to the Knights. They're withstanding this, but I don't want it to be a story where it's too little, too late for the Colts. But what are you gonna do to help turn these Knights over and create some opportunities in transition? Because I think that's how they're gonna get back in the game.
It's time to start taking some chances, eh?
Yeah, and you know what? A chance isn't Murdoch, jabbing and shooting a 27 three-pointer. No. That's kind of a home run play. Coach Hyam's probably talking about shot selection right now.
I meant defensive chances. You were to correct myself. So,
coaches, you have arguably your best player, Will Church, your best shooter on the bench with 4 fouls, with 4:39 to play in a Nossa final. At what point are you putting him back in the game?
If the game gets to 6 points, he comes back in.
Until it gets to 6
mark. Until it gets to 6, exactly. Probably the 3.5 minute mark. It's junior too, right? The issue is if Church comes in the game, he's probably not going to guard Hyam because they know Hyam's trying to get to the basket, and maybe not Laurel either way. You could gamble and actually put him on Varpio or maybe Spina at this point, right? Where maybe somebody who's not a prolific scorer for the Colts.
But you guys have both coached junior basketball and junior football long enough. It's hard to tell kids at this age, go out there but don't foul, or go out there but play safe. That doesn't exist.
If you're Cora, you might want to be aggressive against the fouls because if you're going to need to foul down the stretch, you need to make sure you get the ball off the line.
Do we have is there a technical, or what are we arguing about here?
Juvenati appears to be working something out with the Llewellyn coach.
Nossa convener, official.
Yeah, I'm not sure what
that
that's
coach does
all
not
about.
appear to be very happy.
Coach looks very unhappy.
I think they're arguing about the foul count here. Maybe the Knights only have Church down with 3. But
here's LaPlante. LaPlante! What a take by Hunter LaPlante! Over top of Cora. And Marquise is out of the game again. Hyam now with it. Hyam has the ball up top. Hyam with the spin move. Nice take inside. Great defensive play. Varpio can't grab it. What a rebound there by Chiquito. My goodness, has he been a difference maker coming into the game in the fourth quarter. Murdoch into Hyam. Back to Murdoch. Murdoch over to Carell Lara. Carell Lara over to Spina. Spina with the open look. Oh, he doesn't miss that by much. But that's going to be off of Cora. There's Will Church back in the game. Church up to Chiquito. And what a block there by Carell Lara.
no, that ball's good.
Ref was right there, it was close, but
Cora's trying to press. Llewellyn breaks it, and then they're in a 3-on-2, right? They almost had a wide open layup again.
looks like Marquise is out. Marquise's ankle is pretty messed up. He's pretty sore over on the sidelines. That's a huge loss. And what a pass inside, and LaPlante
That might be the dagger, guys. That might be the dagger. 14 with 3 here. It's a tough one, but
Hyam has the ball up top.
if you're Llewellyn now with 30-second shot clock, you're going to be able to count possessions down here, right?
Hyam to Spina. And Spina gets the roll. 12-point lead with 3:12 to play. Will Church has it. Church to LaPlante. Back to Church. Oh, Church wanted it. Oh, nice effort there. But again, that's not really what you want here if you're Llewellyn, right? You want to use the clock. You want to use the shot clock. Kill some time. Here's Hyam now. Nathan Hyam with it up top. Nathan Hyam with the spin. Nice help defense again by Llewellyn. Zane Murdoch nails the triple. Big shot there by Zane. Here comes Chiquito over to Church. Oh, they're calling
8 seconds.
foul on
sir.
Legendre.
Coach Church is not happy with that one, fellas.
And we got a timeout here for Cora with 2:34 to play.
If you're Cora, if you're Cora right now too, if you're Coach Hyam, I'm telling my kids, if you make your basket, it's all out on defense because you can give up the fouls now. You need the foul, especially now that you're in single digits.
Yeah.
You might have to put them on the line late here, so you're gonna have to get a foul or 2 here.
Yeah, if they go.
So you get the turnover, you get the foul. Either one's gonna be good for you.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, if they go full court man, the guy guarding the inbounder, he needs to be attacking from behind, right? Try to get a trap, get that guard to pick the ball up. Worst thing that happens is they get the ball back in his hands, and you got to play defense for 30 seconds. So.
Yeah, you're getting to that point now, right? If you're Llewellyn and you have an open look for 2, or you have an opportunity to come out and kill an extra 20 seconds, what are you doing, Coach?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. Because if you're Cora, you got to shorten their shot clock here. You can't let them go 30 because you're going 30 seconds. There's only 5 possessions. That's right. You gotta force him to get it going up. That's what I'm saying. You gotta foul and you gotta be all over them, man.
This is a massive possession here for the Cora Colts. And we've seen Zane Murdoch drain multiple threes back to back to back if he starts getting hot.
We go pick and pop here with him.
Here's Hyam. Got to look at him. He nailed the one. Spina now. Spina uses Murdoch.
Ooh.
Nice take
Varpio's
inside.
wide open.
Oh, what a rebound by Varpio. But Chiquito again just rips the ball away. Here's Will Church. Over to Legendre, into the corner here to Chiquito. Chiquito, back to LaPlante. LaPlante tries to find Sauve. I don't know, man. This seems like unnecessary movement here by Llewellyn, right?
The ball needs to go through LaPlante or Church. They got you here. Every possession down the floor, they need to touch the ball. We have 5 fouls, or what are we doing here?
We got a sub.
Who's he kind of?
Offense,
they're doing offensive,
subs.
defensive
Yeah,
here?
I don't like that. Taking Church out.
I kind of like it too.
Yeah.
How do
Putting
they allow
Nkola in the
the
game.
sub if he's not at the table?
Well, that's exactly what Coach Juvenati kind of was saying at the table. Hyam now with it. Nathan Hyam looking to do something.
You can't afford to be wasting this time there.
Hyam goes up and he's going to go to the line for 2.
You're down 9. I know it's only a couple seconds, but you can't waste those 6-7 seconds there. You need all the time you can get.
Yeah, and this is what you don't want, right? Is potential for 2 easy points with no time coming off the clock. And Nathan Hyam misses another free throw.
Guys, and what is going on with Marquise Strawbridge not in this?
His ankle. He did roll his ankle pretty bad. Hyam nails the second. I was watching him limp over there. He couldn't put a lot of pressure on it.
Oh, the double team gets it done.
Terrell Lara with the steal. And he doesn't get it. Oh my goodness. LaPlante with the board. Over to Sauve. Sauve kicks it out to Legendre. Over to Chiquito. Chiquito. There's a turnover for Terrell Lara. Here comes Murdoch with it. Down by 8.
And the foul, is he going? He's going for 2.
Wow, he's going to the line for
2. If there's a time in the game where you're going to make both your free throws, now's probably the time if you're a Cora Colt.
So there's the offense-defense sub as Church back in the game. Murdoch, 0 for 1. Murdoch misses 2 big free throws there. Here comes Legendre. What are they calling here?
He got him on the leg. He really did. He went through him to get that ball.
Guys, I know we've been talking about it all game, all season. The Cora Colts today from the free throw line, 6 for 18 from the line.
And they're only down 8. It's been the difference.
Sauve looks to inbound. He gets it to Church with 1:11 to go. Yeah, you want a foul here if you're Cora.
You're either going to get the steal or you get the foul.
Yeah.
Both are good for you at this point.
Yeah, coaches are expecting that, so Sauve with the inbound. Sauve gets it into Church.
That's almost an offensive.
Coach Duke almost called. He's all over him there. Yeah, thank you. I mean, I'm okay with letting them play, but Cora was trying to.
He was trying to foul.
Yeah. Sauve with it. Oh, that bounced out of bounds. LaPlante. They're going to call a foul against Spina. I mean, see, that's my point though, Ash. Don't call all these tough ones up here and then you just call a gentle body foul. That's what you want, right, if you're Cora. Here's Will Church on the inbound with 55.9 seconds to go. He gets it into Sauve. Sauve back up top into the corner to Church. Good decision by Church. Back to Sauve. Into the corner to Legendre. Legendre back to Sauve. Excellent job here by Llewellyn. Church with it, just killing time.
You need the ball or the foul.
Legendre with an outstanding.
At this point, you can't foul. No.
Yeah.
No, you're right now, but I meant like
I mean, there was
17
only
seconds ago.
Like if you're gonna foul, you gotta foul early.
right
You can't
away.
foul
You don't wait. Yeah, you don't let
9 seconds left on the shot
Yeah,
clock.
they used 20 seconds off the clock there almost. So Legendre here with it. He's gonna go to the line for 2. Legendre 0 for 1. Or sorry, that's Chiquito, my bad.
This is what I'm saying. Like they missed these. If you get them in, if you put them on the line earlier in the game with 2 or 3, you might have called back in, right?
Yeah, they were 2 for 8 from the line today.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You got to get them on the line earlier.
Here's Hyam now.
You got a 3-ball
Hyam
step
pulls
into it.
up, and that's just a little bit long. And Corel Lara with a steal. That's going to be Llewellyn basketball with 19.5 seconds to go. Another timeout call here.
And during this timeout here, we're going to take the time to thank the sponsors of Huron Superior Catholic District School Board, Algoma District School Board, KISS 100.5, Country 104.3, Freeze frame photos by Bob Davies, GFL Memorial Gardens, Domino's Swiss Avery, Team Essentials, and the Children's Aid Society of Algoma.
So boys, 19.5 seconds to go. Llewellyn has the basketball. Just start talking about your thoughts on what you've seen here so far today.
What I've seen is Cora looked like a team that they didn't seem to find themselves really until the fourth quarter. I thought they got out of their own game plan, the game plan that they've used for most of the year. And then in the fourth quarter, they showed it and they closed the gap from 15 back to 8. But I mean, too little, too late, right?
Yeah, and kudos to the Knights. Their defense was there all game. Cora couldn't get any rhythm in the quarter court. Cora scored the majority of their baskets, whether it was an offensive rebound here and there late in the game or transition. It seemed like that Joel and Coma, phenomenal stopping the drive.
It's funny, guys. This is the first game I've seen Llewellyn Knights play this season, but my goodness, are they a fun team to watch? What are the 2 things they do well? They play excellent defense down low, and they shoot the 3. What's modern basketball,
Most fun
right?
teams to coach, yeah.
Yeah, you know what? None of that is to take away, despite what happens here. Let's also not take away from the magnificent season and the terrific season that the Cora Colts had this year. Cora just absolutely dominated on the local front. Went undefeated in the local loop. Coach Hyam did a great job with this team, as usual. Coach Hyam's been a coach in this league for a long time, and he does a really great job. And the kids all love playing for him. So again, regardless of what happens here, I don't think this season should be considered a failure by this Cora Colts team at all. They just ran into a juggernaut of a basketball team who really wanted this game.
Yeah, let this one sting a little bit. These guys are going to move up to senior next year. A lot of these guys, I'm sure Cora's going to get themselves back in the Nossa series in the next year or 2. And they're probably going to want another crack at these guys.
I was just going to say, we're probably going to see this final again in, 2025?
Yeah.
2024, 2025?
Yeah, and that's okay. Next time, it's going to have an OFSA berth on the line, right? But man, the Knights came out. Church was awesome in the first half. How fun was that?
4-3 set the tone.
You know what? I thought even LaPlante, in their backcourt, is something that we're going to talk about. LaPlante, I thought, was noticeable, creating off the bounce, getting to the rim, and he kind of relieved the rest of the pressure. Church, not so much in the first half, but LaPlante kind of was the guard in the second half. So great backcourt by the Knights.
Yeah, and Hunter LaPlante deserves a ton of credit. You're right. He's one of those kids that we've called his name all game long, but it's almost like he doesn't necessarily get some of the credit that he might deserve, right? Like, that is an unbelievable job by him.
Yeah, he's their primary point guard, and like, something that we're going to talk about it after the game, like, Cora's pressure did maybe 1 or 2 steals early. It did nothing to the Knights all game, nothing.
Yeah. Well, we have a quick break here. You want to give us a quick preview, Coach Richards, of the senior final, which we have coming up at 4 o'clock that everybody is talking about?
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I think it might be a little bit delayed here, but there's going to be presentations, right? I bet you it's 4:30.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I mean, the best team in the Sioux versus the best team in Sudbury. Both teams going to OFSA. Kind of, I don't want to say mirrors of each other, but both teams have size, both teams have strong guards, both teams like to press, both teams want to play fast. It's going to be probably a little bit similar to this junior game, up and down. Hopefully that everybody can keep it close and nobody runs away with it, so we get a good one. But it's going to be exciting. It's the two, arguably two of the best teams in the North going at it. What more can you ask for?
We will have post-game interviews with Coach Hyam and Coach Church, as well as players if we're fortunate enough to do so, and broadcasting those at some point after the game. There will be presentations, as Ashton mentioned, so stick around. We're going to be broadcasting the presentations, Jay? Yeah. Carpio up top to Hyam. Hyam over to Murdoch. Uses the screen. Corell Lara, you just got to shoot at this point. And Corell Lara's three is just off. Sauve with the board. And they are going to foul here again. With 7.8 seconds to play, it looks like Llewellyn is off. Is this going to be back-to-back for them?
Yep.
Back-to-back Nossa championships for the junior team.
Yeah, Coach Bono, just to touch on this, I talked with Coach Church yesterday before their first game. Got some initial thoughts. He flat out said, we're here to defend our title. They came here and did it, so congratulations to the Llewellyn Knights.
Yeah, outstanding job. And Sauve, rightfully so, Sauve with 2 free throws to kind of ice this game. And again, we don't have, I believe they'll be presenting game MVPs after the game, or announcing the MVPs after the game.
I think it's just the Nossa Championship trophy, I think.
Oh, it is? Okay, yeah. Wasn't sure if they had that in junior or not. Hyam now with it, with 6 seconds to go. Hyam just pulls up. He almost gets the roll. And with 1 second to go, that'll be the game, and the Llewellyn Knights defend the Nossa Championship over the Cora Colts. And Cora just looks absolutely dejected. A few of their players, you know what, I understand the disappointment, but Cora should absolutely hold their head up high. They represented the city extremely well. They had an outstanding season, and they're a bunch of class acts over there. So congratulations again to the Cora Colts. Any final thoughts, Ashton or Aaron?
No, it's been... Sorry, go ahead,
I congratulate both teams on a well-played game, and someone's got to win, someone's got to lose, right?
Yeah, it's been fun. If you're the Colts, you know it's not the end of the road here. All these guys are grade 9, grade 10. You got a couple more years. You got a long high school career. We look back at it as old guys. It's a short high school career, but these are memorable moments. But it's okay to let this one sting, right? It gives you motivation going into the off season. And I really hope that we can see these guys in a year or two, because that backcourt for Llewellyn is nice.
Yeah, absolutely. So congratulations again to both teams as they get a big round of applause by everyone in attendance here today. I'm Tony Monteferro, joined alongside Ashton Young, joined alongside Coach Richards, Jay and Shaw Houselander in studio, and Chris Carr in a chair. We'll be back at 4 o'clock for senior basketball Nossa finals from Sault Ste. Marie.
Oh, nice. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Guys, this mic's still live. Okay. Golden Green. Mateo Caliente. Alex Barkio. Kristen Cote. James Ryan. Michael Willoughby. John Barkio. Marquise Straub Bridge. Noah Grisdale. And Jackson. Not gonna mess up the name. And assistant coach Jamie Grisdale, come on up, and head coach Stu Lyon. Let's give both these gentlemen a round of applause. It doesn't go unnoticed. We're going to volunteer hours that goes into community coaching, so great job to both of them as well too. And now I'd like to bring up Coach Tony Church to announce the championship team, Llewellyn Park, our Nossa. We'll find out soon, double, AA champion. Grayson Marshall. Luca Capulo. Brady Lejean. Michelle Colon-Lajmi. Shadow Silve. Hunter LeBlanc. Micah Uman. Joel Encoma. Marco Chiquetto. Will Church. Aiden Chevy. Assistant coaches Adam Silve and Charlotte Church. Last but not least, again, head coach Tony Church. Congratulations. If we can have both teams just take a moment, if we can get Llewellyn down here underneath the hoop, we'll get pictures done, as well as Cora down there by the hoop, we'll get some photos done. Parents, if you're going to come out to take pictures of your team, I'd ask that you actually literally